Deep within a whispering wood, where sunlight filters through a canopy of a million green leaves, lies a place of pure magic. This isn't a forest of fairy tales with talking trees, but its magic is just as real. It's the magic of friendship. Here, the air hums not just with the buzz of bees and the songs of birds, but with the warmth of connection, a silent promise that no one is ever truly alone. Every creature, from the smallest beetle to the mightiest bear, plays a part in this grand, unspoken symphony of support. They've learned a simple, powerful truth. Life is richer, safer, and a whole lot more fun when you share it. Today, we're going to wander through these sun-dappled paths and meet some of its residents. We'll see how they help each other. Not for reward, but from the simple joy of giving. Their stories are a beautiful reminder of what it means to be a good friend. Let's start our journey near a babbling brook. See that little squirrel, Pip, with his bushy tail twitching? He's in a bit of a pickle. His prized collection of acorns, gathered for the coming winter, is stashed high up in an old oak tree, but a sudden gust of wind has dislodged a thick, stubborn branch, blocking the entrance to his cozy hollow. Pip scurries around the base of the tree, chattering with frustration. He tries to push the branch, he tries to pull it, but it's just too heavy for his small frame. Just as he's about to give up, a shadow falls over him. It's Barnaby, the badger. Barnaby is known for his strength and his love for a quiet afternoon nap. He could have easily ignored Pip's frantic squeaks and continued on his way, but that's not the way of this forest. He lumbers over, his wise, dark eyes taking in the situation. Without a word, he braces his sturdy shoulders against the fallen branch. With a mighty heave, the branch creaks, groans, and finally tumbles to the ground. Pip lets out a joyful chatter, zipping up the trunk to inspect his home. He turns back and gives Barnaby a series of happy chirps, a heartfelt thank you. Barnaby just gives a gentle nod and ambles away, leaving Pip to his no-seaf winter stat. A simple act, a moment of help, strengthening the bond between them. Now, let's look up. High in the branches of a silver birch, a family of bluebirds is facing a different kind of challenge. The mother bird, Sky, has been tirelessly flying back and forth, bringing food to her hungry chicks. But one of her wings has a small injury, making each flight a little more difficult, a little more painful. Her partner does his best, but there are many mouths to feed. Watching from a nearby branch is a woodpecker named Woody. Woody is a busy fellow, always drumming a rhythmic beat on tree bark, searching for his own meal. He sees Sky's struggle. He notices her slight limp in the air, the weariness in her flight. He could keep to his own business, of course. His own family needs him. But he also understands that a community thrives when its members look out for one another. So, Woody changes his plan for the afternoon. He finds a particularly juicy patch of insects and gathers a beak. Then, he flies over to the bluebird's nest. The chicks, seeing a different bird approach, are hesitant at first, but Sky gives a soft, reassuring chirp. Woody gently deposits the food for the hungry nest. He does this several times throughout the day, sharing his bounty and giving Sky precious time to rest her wing. It's not a grand gesture, but for the bluebird family, it's everything. It's a helping beak, a shared burden, a perfect example of forest friendship. Our path now leads us to a clearing, bathed in the golden light of late afternoon. Here, a young fox named Find is in a playful mood. He's found a particularly bouncy patch of moss and is leaping and tumbling, chasing his own tail. But in his excitement, he tumbles right into a thicket of thorny bushes. He yelps in surprise, not of pain, but of being stuck. The more he struggles, the more the thorns snag his beautiful red fur. He's completely tangled. A pair of rabbits, Lily and Leo, are nibbling on clover nearby. Now, foxes and rabbits aren't usually the best of friends. Instinct tells them to be wary. But in this forest, kindness often wins over instinct. They see Find's predicament, his panicked eyes, and his undignified, thorny trap. They could run and hide, and no one would blame them. but instead, they hop closer. Carefully, using their sharp teeth, they begin to nibble away at the smaller, more flexible branches around Finn's legs. It's slow, delicate work. Finn stays perfectly still, understanding that they are helping him. A deer, passing by, sees the scene and joins in. With her strong, graceful neck, she pushes aside the larger, more stubborn parts of the bush, creating a wider opening. Bit by bit, the team of unlikely rescuers frees the young fox. Finn, once free, doesn't run off. He gives each of his helpers a grateful lick before shaking his fur and trotting away, a little wiser and a lot more appreciative of his neighbors. These stories aren't just about animals. They are fables for us. They show that friendship isn't about grand declarations or epic adventures. It's found in the small things. It's the badger using his strength for the squirrel. It's the woodpecker sharing his food with the tired mother bird. It's the rabbits and deer overcoming their fear to help a trapped fox. It's about noticing when someone is struggling and offering a hand, or a wing, or a helpful nibble without expecting anything in return. It's about understanding that we are all connected, and that by lifting others, we lift ourselves. When we help a friend move a heavy box, share our lunch when they've forgotten theirs, or simply listen when they need to talk, we are weaving the same kind of magic that fills this forest. Think about Barnaby the badger. He didn't ask Pip for a share of his acorns. His reward was the quiet satisfaction of having helped. Think about Woody the woodpecker. His payment was seeing the bluebird chicks fed and their mother resting. The act of giving was its own reward. This is the purest form of friendship, an exchange of kindness, not a transaction of goods. And what about Finn the fox and his rescuers? Lily and Leo didn't see a predator. They saw someone who was stuck and scared. This is a powerful lesson in empathy, the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, or pause and act with compassion. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows through the trees, the forest doesn't fall silent. It changes its tune. The daytime symphony gives way to the gentle chirping of crickets and the soft hoot of an owl. But the feeling of community, of safety, remains. The animals settle in for the night, knowing they are part of something bigger than themselves. They know that if they stumble, there will be someone to help them up. This is the true treasure of the forest. It isn't a chest of gold or a fountain of youth. It's the rich, unbreakable network of friendships. It's the knowledge that you can rely on others, and they can rely on you. It's a web of mutual support that makes everyone stronger, braver, and happier. So, let's take a piece of this forest magic with us. Let's be a little more like Barnaby, ready to share our strength. Let's be a little more like Woody, willing to share our resources. And let's be a little more like Lily and Leo, brave enough to offer help even when it's unexpected. Let's build our own forests of friendship, one small, kind act at a time. Because in the end, the connections we make are the most beautiful and enduring things we will ever build. Thank you for walking with me through this incredible forest today. I hope these stories have warmed your heart as much as they have mine. If you enjoyed our journey, please like, subscribe, and share this message of friendship with others. Until next time, look out for one another.